Welcome back to the channel. Today I'll be showing you how to get to and defeat the secret boss Black Long and Black Myth Wukong. We first need to get the key item in order to access the doorway, the Loong Scales. If you've already acquired this key item, skip to 1:06 of the video. If you haven't acquired the key item, we've just started off in the Valley of Despair and we're making our way through this cave. Below is where you face the first Prince of the Flowing Sands boss. I've already defeated that boss, that's why he's not here. During the fight, if he smashes into this wall on the left, which is coming up just now, this will create a crack in the doorway and you can go through it. If he doesn't, you can use a spirit attack and this will create this gap in the wall. You then go to this chest and you'll pick up the Loong Scales, and this is what you need to access the secret bosses. The first secret boss being in chapter 1. There's a video up on the channel about that boss also.
Their minds yearn to ascend.
I'm now at the Rockrest Flat in the Fright Cliff area. It's really easy to get to this boss. You just go up these stairs and you'll see this sand waterfall. You go and you use the Loong Scales and this opens up the waterfall. You then move through the doorway above and there'll be a cutscene and then you'll fight the secret boss. I'm just coming to the boss now. He's quite a difficult boss. I'd finished a lot of chapter 2 prior to defeating him, so my skills had leveled up, which definitely helped. He often does this leaping attack, so you just want to leap forwards as he comes towards you. We start off by using the immobilize spell, getting some attacks in to get our focus up, and then use the spirit attack. So he hits his hammers together here, so you want to be far away. It does stagger you, but it doesn't damage you if you're far enough away. And we're just going to cast the red tide spell, hoping to get some heavy attacks in, but he starts doing some of his long range ones, so you just want to dodge out of the way of these. There's always 2 of these lightning bolts that will follow you. Then he hits with this shockwave that it's easier to jump when you're not in this transformation. So I'm just getting some heavy attacks in to try and take some health down. And then I'm waiting for Immobilize to come back up, then I can use the Pluck of Many spell, as the animation for that's quite long. So you want to keep an eye on your surroundings. You see when he does that animation, he's going to start to strike the floor. It's really difficult to dodge all of those, almost impossible. So you want to find a raised rock like I've done here, and then you can just ignore all these attacks because it is relentless. And then he does this really big attack, so you just want to wait because this sends an even bigger shockwave. But you want to be wary of those. If you're standing near them and he jumps towards you, he will smash those raised platforms and then it's more difficult to dodge. You can use the cloud step, but then it doesn't last for the whole of the attack, so then you need to start dodging. So I cast the Pluck of Many spell and we've nearly got 2 focus points, so I use the first heavy attack, then the bigger second heavy attack, which always staggers him. Well worth adding some skill points in the smash stance for that double heavy attack. I found that really useful in a lot of the boss fights so far in the game, and from the amount of health he had before I cast the spell, we've dropped that at least 20-30% there. So, and they're still dealing damage now. I've also added a lot of points into the Pluck of Many skill tree, so that definitely helped do all this damage and increase the duration of the spell. He started this long-ranged attack again, but I'm not sure where a rock is, so I cast Cloud Step and then I get lucky and I find this raised platform, because you see Cloud Step has come off when he's still attacking. So we got a little bit lucky there, but now we can ignore the attacks as we're on this raised platform. After he's finished this attack, there's always an opening. I'm nearly at 2 focus points, so I'm going to try and do the double heavy again, which will stagger him. You also want to be wary of these attacks he does when he charges at you like this. You just want to get out of the way best you can, but he does tire himself out, and that's another good opportunity to attack him. So the key to this fight, like many of the other fights, is using your spells in the correct order. So starting off with Immobilize and then using the Spirit attack so he can't dodge that. And then later on in the fight using Immobilize again with the Pluck of Many spell. If you've got enough skill points added to these spells, you can do some really good damage and the fight isn't too bad. And also another key point is when he does those long-ranged shockwave attacks, to get on the raised platforms to dodge out of the way. So he drops the long pill, which will be useful, and also the Thunderbone item, which you can use to create a new staff, and also the Tridacna pendant, which reduces the cooldown of spells, which looks useful also. Hopefully this has been helpful. Thanks again for watching. Like and subscribe for more.